Brand new free hero. This is the hero we acquire at the 30-day mark when we fight the Chief challenges. This is a brand new legendary hero that everybody can pick up that does great healing based off of defense, just like Garius, just like Furbath, gives everyone increased defense 2 board wide, and then does decrease attack 2 board wide to the enemy. I think it's extremely strong. Plus, if you're really close to her, she'll give you recovery over time on the battle skill, remove 1 debuff, as well as dispel a buff from the enemy and charm them. I feel like extremely strong for those kind of heroes that we get for free from the Chief Challenge, just like Ardrith is exceptionally strong. We're also going to go over the new Grave of Venom. You can see the orb placement is different. The Harpy is front and center, which I love. We don't have to worry about placement anymore. First ability is going to attack everybody. Second ability is going to attack everybody. And then the third one, if you don't have 2 debuffs on the Harpy, it's going to hit a random enemy. If you have 2 debuffs, it's going to hit the tank, just like it is in Season 2 right now. Season 3, if you're in Season 1, Season 2, it functions a little bit differently. But here, if you're in Season 3, you know what I'm talking about. But attack everybody, and it gets shields, which is pretty wild. We've never had the Harpy get a massive shield. And this is kind of weird because we don't have a lot of heroes that can do shield prohibition. Stop that from happening. We don't have a lot of heroes that can remove shields. And I'm going to show you Brody in a minute from Season 1. Hopefully everybody's got Brody to remove a shield because this shield is gigantic. Then she hits everybody, removes a buff, which she didn't do before. And then she comes in and attacks with all these attacks. We want debuffs up on the wisps, the round poison wisp, if we can. That way they won't come in and do assist attack just like in Season 2. Not necessary. I think right now we're on stage 8. There's only one more stage in Season 4, Season 3. There's not 12 stages like Season 1. 9 is the hardest. We're at 8 right now, and we're going to solo heal with her, taking 25% less damage, getting a little skill haste in there. We've got this to get additional healing. We have the staff on, just like we would do with Garius. Garius gives us that big board-wide heal, and then extra healing goes into shields. It makes everyone extremely powerful. We have somebody in here with this new conch to put on decreased defense. We try to apply a debuff, it gets resisted, we put on decreased defense. My accuracy is very low. We're trying to apply poisons. We don't care about applying them with Shink. We're just gonna get that guaranteed decreased defense up. With that, we're gonna get some heals. We're gonna apply with this brand new rare. This is a brand new rare poisoner that I went over yesterday in my video. Does surprisingly high damage, putting up a massive amount of poison. We've got Corrin in here, just like you would play Corrin if you have Lothair, to get up 40 stacks of poison, keep them up, and then explode those stacks. We don't have Lothair because he's an exclusive legendary hero, extremely hard to pull, but we've got this brand new epic hero coming out, and this guy, for every stack of poison, does 20% attack derivative damage. So that's 40 stacks of poison, 40 hits of 20% attack derivative damage. But it only shows like one big number. I was hoping this would be like a baby Lothair, because Lothair is crazy powerful. If you have him, play him. Just like I'm playing this guy right now, play him just like this. Corrin comes in, make sure we keep up our stacks. We got somebody to apply a mass amount of poisons, and then this guy would be Lothair on this ultimate, just crushing it. This guy doesn't really function like Lothair, but really we're here to show off her ability. So let's get to that. She's going to come in here and tank for us. She's going to give us the heals, increase defense. This Harpy does strip buffs on its second ability. So we've timed it to do the ultimate right after that. Here she's going to do AoE, get a shield up. Look at this shield. The shield doesn't look big, but it's big. AoE again to everybody, remove 1 buff. And we're going to heal right after that. Get increased defense 2. I mean, this is powerful. A heal based off of defense and then increased defense 2 to the whole entire team. Plus she's putting up some regens for us all around, removing a debuff for us, removing a buff from the enemy, and decrease attacking. Decrease attack should come in right here if there's an illusion up. There is one little caveat to her. Whenever she does a spell, she casts this illusion, and the illusion is the one actually casting the decrease attack. You see it? And it's on a delayed timer. It's really weird. I know this might not make sense to you, but when I do a Vortex boss video with her, it'll make a lot more sense because we're going to go over timing with that. She did heal right now, but the illusion part has to do the decrease attack, and now it came up on time. It's very delayed. It's really weird when we're trying to heal ourselves in Vortex and then get the decrease attack up at like 20.5 seconds. You have to do some really weird timing. But here you can see we've got awesome heals, increased defense to keep our team alive, 40 stacks of poisons that are staying up, and we're trying to eat in to this massive shield that this thing keeps doing. Let me show you some damage numbers. Now, the guy that's supposed to operate kind of like Lothair that does those 40 hits of derivative damage, the new epic, isn't doing what I would like him to do. He's not doing that much damage. I've got him loaded up with enlightenment, attack, legendary artifact, all of that. But the rare with the slingshot on, doing all the poisons, like a crazy amount of poisons, is actually pulling in some really nice damage. But we can't cut through this boss. So now you've seen how great the healing is. You've seen how this boss operates with this massive shield, and it takes forever to eat through it. Well, let's bring in somebody that can deal with that. This Harpy is easier. Before all the other ones, we had to worry about how we position the people. We had to spread them across the map, much harder. Now we come in here with Furbath. He heals everybody, decrease attacks the boss, and you're done. As long as you can remove a shield. And we did not bring the Brody team. Brody team, yes, load up, let's go. Okay, Brody's here. On Brody's ultimate, he dispels a shield. On stream, we went and looked at all the heroes that could do shield prohibition, block shields, and we looked at all the heroes that could remove shields. All the shield prohibition people have it on their battle skill. Useless. We can't time it properly to block that shield if it's on a battle skill. And there were so many of them. There's only 2 that have it on their ultimate that I saw. Correct me if I'm wrong, but there was 2. There was Chrysos and there was this guy right here, Brody. And I'm assuming we're going to have Brody. If not, you got to come in with some crazy DPS, which would be easy to do. This team is not crazy DPS. We got a rare, we got a new epic that's kind of trash, not really working what I want him to work. We'll try him on the Vortex to see if it gets better. And then we've got Corrin making sure we keep up the 40 stacks. So we're not bringing in crazy damage. But now we're going to come in here with Brody. And he is going to remove that shield, and now we can actually beat this boss in like a minute and 88 seconds. I think I beat it every time. A minute and maybe 88 seconds doesn't make sense because then it would be 2 minutes and something seconds. We beat it. I don't know we'll see what it says. I could swear it said a minute and 88 though earlier, and it shouldn't say that. It should say like a 2 minutes and 28 seconds then, right? Okay, Brody is actually removing it. This is a visual bug. We're on the test server, but he is removing that shield. Otherwise, we wouldn't beat this boss in 2 minutes because we timed out. When I tried to fight it before with that big old shield, we would just time out on this boss. But now with Brody coming in here and the boss gets the shield up now, Brody does the ultimate. It's got to be a visual bug. I don't know what's going on. There's got to be some like crazy visual bug going on. And maybe I should have recorded all those runs I did because right now it doesn't even look like we're beating the Harpy. It just looks like a shield keeps moving. You see how weird and visually weird this is? Are we doing damage or what's going on here? I don't know. I'm a little scared about this. I'm scared. I like it. I like the way that they've changed this encounter. I think this is great now because the bird is front and center. It's not tucked in the middle. Between all the orbs, it's easier just to target the Harpy. I like this way better. And we can position our people all together for like a healer like Furbath, for a healer like her, so we can get her battle skill to help everybody out. This is far better and far easier for everybody to fight this Grave of Venom. But this shield thing is pretty insane. Because if we don't have a shield remover, we're going to really have to come in here and do some pew-pew damage to eat through it all. And we can do that. Like I said, this team is not a damage dealing team. We'll be able to blast right through that shield if you want to. So I don't know. I think I'm getting ahead of myself there. See, she fell down and she still had a shield like this big. A minute and 49 seconds. Okay, it told me a minute and 33 seconds before. Our new free Day of the Dead hero called Deo de los Muertos. I'm sorry, I'll never say that again. I don't even know if I said it even close to correctly. This Day of the Dead person is actually very good. I can't wait to pick her up. Of course, it's going to be way in the middle of the season for us to do this. It's going to be 60 days before we actually get this, or a little bit fewer than 60 days if we're doing well to be able to get her. But she's poison, It's good to have another good poison healer. I kind of wish she would have been necrosis. We always need some more necrosis healing, but I'll take it. This is nice. Decrease attack, increase defense, healing based off of defense, removing a debuff, regen over time, removing a buff from the enemy, charming them. That's a lot. That's a lot for a free hero that we don't have to roll for and spin dice on necessarily. You might have to do some summons for her, but great stuff. And I do like this new Grave of Venom. I'll come in here with a DPS team. I'll do more videos showing her on the Vortex boss once I get up to Vortex 4. I have to fight every day to get up there, and you'll be able to see her really shine on that boss. Thanks so much for watching, everybody. Let me know what you think about this new Grave of Venom, and let me know what you think about this lady right here. Thanks so much for watching. Appreciate your time. I will see you all in a video soon.